Stay low. The city of Toronto lost its only skate shop a couple of years ago, and to many it felt like the heart was ripped out of the inline community. While the scene continued to be quite vibrant, and there's so many amazing skaters in Toronto, it's still very rare that they all get together. But now there's an outdoor spot just for skaters at the Bentway. The roller skating rental shop Suso has been snowballing in popularity since it opened a few years ago, and now a good number of rollerbladers appreciate this skate oasis regularly now too. I was once surrounded by roller skaters and now almost half and half. My social skating journey really just began a couple years ago when I was welcomed by the massive, enthusiastic, skillful London scene. Their affection for each other and their enthusiasm for the sport has combined to make so many super skaters. I think everybody who joins a London group would feel quite welcome. Unless you break the laws on the street skate. Brighton was less intense, but I would say it was more transformative as an experience. It blew my mind away to see inline skaters and roller skaters functioning with each other as if footwear didn't matter. Having wheels on your feet was enough. The kindness and conversations that the Brighton roller skaters shared with me smashed my arrogant tribalism about inline skating to pieces. The hardcore experimentation, skill, and artistry of the Brighton skaters also reminded me that I don't know shit about roller skating. So I wondered on my return to Toronto, could we have this? Surely we deserve to have these human interactions. When I shared my dream of a big skate party with new friends at the Bentway this spring, I received an inspirational level of enthusiasm. By midsummer, we Bentway skaters were working together to spread the word of TorontoRoll, and in doing this we made many friends. TorontoRoll happened the way it did because of the good energy of my fellow Bentway skaters. I had so much fun planning this, and by the time it actually began, I had a cautious feeling that it was going to be a success. I was almost stifling my excitement about how good it was looking. It also helped that when I checked the numbers the day before, 200 people had already pre-registered. I came down to check out the venue in the morning of TorontoRoll and I set up the banners. Then I came back an hour before the official start, and there was already electricity in the air. I realized very early on that TorontoRoll was going to be epic, and I was determined not to fuck it up. I was a little scrambly in that first hour, and there were a lot of shots I needed to personally ensure we had. I owe a huge thanks to the Suso staff, the Superhosts, the Bentway staff, and Stacy for being so adaptable and positive. There came a time in my second hour there that I became confused, bewildered. I didn't know what to do next. It was like a weird paralysis followed by the realization that others were running the show now. The people I had counted on were delivering far more than I asked for. I could chill, so I picked up my Insta360 camera and floated around so completely happy, like I was seeing TorontRoll for the first time. Mishka was teaching her roller skating lessons. People were laughing and flowing around the beautiful track of the Bentway. And in the middle area, the pre-planned classes had been cancelled. And this truly spontaneous magical vortex opened. Benji just goated so much on this day his hooves must have worn down an inch. I meant to check his head to see if he sprouted horns that night. Might need a little aloe vera. Oh, this moment, this reaction made me so proud of my people. The skateboarder's Max, I've seen him at the Bentway regularly this summer. I was so happy that he felt comfortable enough to join us. He's a cool dude. Oh, TJ had so many wicked, crisp, technical sequences. And of course, Eric Burrow is always going to be surprising people. Okay, so I hear myself right now. It's a whole lot of everything is wonderful and everybody's nice. I'm going to have to do an acerbic analysis of a controversial subject, say something bad about somebody, ruffle some feathers after this. I think I've lost all my street cred, but I can't help it. None of us really knew this could happen on the first TorontRoll.
Are you partaking in this?
I've never felt a project come together much better than planned. So yeah, I'm a little bit over enthused. Big shout out to Roger from the Bentway, who really helped keep the place safe and flowing nicely. He even managed to rig a broken skate so it stayed on a girl's leg for the whole group skate and evening. It's nice, Roger. That's Yesme. She's going to be a Superhost next year too. We are already planning. Mishka from Suso Skates gave so many great tips to a large number of skaters. This group was having a blast. Up on the hill, JP from Rollerblading was giving skaters some very valuable lessons in downhill speed management. There's a few people that told me they even used these techniques when they were out on the group skate. That must be fulfilling, learning and using real skills on the same day on the street. It was important to me that this group skate be different than others, in that there would be things for beginners to do, that brand new people could come out and enjoy the skate scene without going out into the wilds of the city. We're so lucky to have a world-class venue that's covered like the Bentway. Having the ability to just hang out in a spot made this event so special and unusually social for Toronto. So there were a few bumps and bruises on the day. Everyone was fine here, I think. So many new friendships were made. There were the cutest little skating families there too. The camera just caught this one mid-air, She's so good. The Superhosts spent a lot of time with the participants, and we even got to hang out with each other. So yeah, it's obvious that everyone's happy. Even the sulking Ziad. Ziad broke his arm a couple weeks before the skate. He was the official videographer, but we had to bring Axon in for that. The days before TorontoRoll, Ziad was one of the most excited people regarding the skate, even though he has a broken arm. Oh look, Bentway staff on skates. That's so cool. That's Steph. The skate track became super crazy busy, but it was totally manageable because nobody formed those human chains of 3 to 6 skaters holding hands. It was a very savvy crowd. After analyzing footage, I speculated that there was close to 300 people here at the same time. I counted at least 170 going out for the group skate.
We have to be on our best behavior? Yeah. A little slower. Slow it down.
I was absolutely astonished about what I was seeing when I stopped on this hill and watched all the skaters pass by. As far as the roller skaters, I got my estimate so wrong beforehand. When friends and collaborators asked how many roller skaters would be going on the group skate, I said something like very few. 2, 3 maybe, but there were dozens. And they did really well. I don't want to spoil it though. Roller skating on the streets is very hard. Inline skates are really suited for the city. Roller skaters are tricky over bumps and streetcar tracks. Once again, the roller skaters proved me wrong with how hardcore they are. Humans, they're so adaptable.
Pleasure. So cool. Hey, nice. 3 bumps. Hello.
Hi.
That was close.
Stay on the right if you can, please.
So my big mistake on the night was not distributing my 6 walkie-talkies that were in the car, which meant our pack got strung out a little bit more than we would have had we had the instant communication. So we had to hole up in an alley to wait for the rest of the pack to catch us. This would happen one more time, but those rests were kind of fun.
Yes, Toronto. Oh, Francisco, buddy. Let's go.
With the entire pack together, excitement is at an all-time high. Cars are honking encouragement, and we've decided we're going to own the streets. Rolling into City Hall with so many homies was quite exhilarating. I love that so many bystanders see how much we're having on wheels. Guaranteed some of these bystanders are going to join us on the next TorontoRoll. Back at the Bentway, the remaining skaters are having a gentle flow. Pay close attention to this guy's skates. It means something in just a few seconds.
Yeah, keep it slow, Joe.
So this girl lost a wheel off her skates and a part is missing. Yes, the guy with the skates did save the day and she got back on her wheels.
One guy with an extra, yeah, he's like wearing one rollerblade and one whatever. Oh, yeah.
And our group would again be separated. We regrouped behind City Hall, and Axon, who got so many beautiful shots from me on this day, took the opportunity to show some love to our main sponsor, Rollerblade. Nice little bit of biz, Axon.
Yeah, monster, eat it.
We're literally gonna go slowly and I'll catch you guys.
Yeah, yo, Benji. Yo, are you close? Where are we?
We've like basically just arrived. We're crossing the street now.
Perfect. We're waiting for you. Do you see a big group of good-looking skaters or no?
Not yet, but I'm sure you'll come into view soon.
TJ, we filmed a trick here. There's a John A. McDonald statue. There's like a hill on the downside. You're on the wrong side of Nathan Phillips. You got like 1 minute and then you have to call him again because Bill's got to go.
Right?
Okay, love you, bye.
Okay, well, we'll maybe go slowly and then they'll
Okay. We're going to go slow. We're waiting for the slower people.
Can you hear us now?
Go, Bill!
Oh, jeez. I can't believe I'm still wearing my sunglasses here. I remember thinking, Toronto is so poorly lit. This is going to be hard for the skaters. I was even a little impressed at how everyone was navigating in the darkness so deftly. I really have to mention how much I liked the tone of our marshals and hosts. A very good mix of assertiveness and sensitivity. I hope all the attendees felt like honored guests. Eric and Alexi were funny too.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's crazy. What a nice crew.
I didn't expect this many people.
Yeah, I'm really surprised how many people came out of the Bentway.
Our sponsors and partners in TorontoRoll also surpassed all expectations. Rollerblade was very helpful and generous. They sent a bunch of backpacks and hats, and we even gave away 3 pairs of rollerblades to contest winners. That's huge. Endless Blading gifted a couple of sets of my favorite wheels, the Endless Undercover wheels. There was even a Montreal skate shop who offered to give away 5 super sweet rollerblade backpacks. That was Boutique Solo Inline. I was super shocked to have found this sponsor without even trying. He reached out. Thank you, Montreal and David from Solo Boutique Inline. I'm thankful for Suso's incredible help with the organizing and promoting of this project, and also very grateful that they've done so much for the skate scene in general in Toronto. They have a new venue opening in Bramalea next. So here's my little bit of irresponsible prick skating. For all my talk of not treating pedestrians like pylons, I sure cut it close to this fellow skater. It's a skater who is approaching from behind. This is entirely my fault. I cut it way too close. I'm really sorry about that, and I'm very relieved I didn't wipe you out. Oh man, that sucked. Okay, a couple of skaters might be losing their minds a little bit at this point. We are about to take over Canada's main drag, Yonge Street. So this group is just in an emotional frenzy. They're just so excited. I would go so far as to say I've never been around a group who were so stoned on natural endorphins from pure happiness. I was feeling it too, but I was still a little worried.
Oh, skateboard guy, nice. Joey, we'll stop at Union Station. Let's go, yeah, let's go!
I'd always planned to own Yonge Street, but this stretch was a little more unorganized than I'd hoped for. Next year we'll have more marshals and structure, but this ride at the inaugural TorontRoll was so wild and special. Even the mistakes and delays were fun. There I go with my happy fun, everything is beautiful guy again. Enjoy it while you can. The SAP runs about once a year. That's a very Canadian joke to make. But so many skaters were feeling what one of them termed immaculate vibes.
Francisco, that's a long street skate for your first one, right? Your first big one?
Good, really good.
Oh yeah, it's crazy, right? When you have a lot of people, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And so many skaters also said they were buzzing for days after. This has come to be known as the TorontoRoll High. The TorontoRoll High is real. I know we're deprived here, so it didn't take much.
Hi! Hey, you can take more people on there. No, 5! 5 more people! We want to take the
At this late point in the skate, I noticed that the unsure skaters and the veterans were skating as one. The pack and individuals had become conspicuously more confident as our journey progressed. So all these skaters aren't just from Toronto. There's skaters from New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Buffalo, Hawaii, all over the place. Montreal brought a big crew and rapped very strong. Merci beaucoup, Montreal.
Thanks. Thank you. Thank you.
You haven't received salvation through Jesus Christ yet. Are you a wicked, wretched sinner eating in death? Have you transgressed against God's law? Do you stand condemned before a perfectly righteous judge?
After making sure the whole pack was together, I skated to the front of the pack to talk to Joey about the home stretch and the last break point, where we swooped down to the Bentway. Joey and his very visible flag killed it on this night. If it wasn't for him, the pace would have been slower and we might have missed the end of the party entirely, which was my biggest worry.
Hey, how's it going, Dave? I haven't seen you much. Yeah, you're working hard. I'm fucked here, man.
We're rallying close to the Bentway here, so we have everyone with us for the dramatic moment where we soar back into the party. I had no idea that a crash happened behind me. I kind of looked dumb, being completely oblivious. I asked Alexi to do the honors and lead the charge, and he nails it. The party continued for a while after this, and I personally was just basking in the flood of relief and happiness that the first TorontoRoll materialized as a dream event and not a Billy Bullshitter event. I loved playing the videos of my sponsors and friends on the screen. Nothing but rollerblading related entertainment. Next year we're getting a bigger screen. I gave out the prizes as quickly as I could so I could chill with new and old friends. Huge congrats to Axon for the most lit skater and Beth for the best dance moves.
I like the helmet.
Richard has won 90A endless blading undercover wheel. Yeah.
You did.
Absolutely. This is all you went.
So yes, that happened. We really did it. The Toronto skate scene really came together and threw the perfect skate party with a legendary vibe. I still can't believe how pure this was, how needed and fulfilling it was. Thank you, Toronto, for coming out and making all of our skate dreams come true. Your smiles were the most beautiful thing I've seen in this lifetime. Peace out and stay low, my friends. Stay low.